Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel, my Foreignoy husband.
Ayaw mo, tanan dihat, amping kanonay.
God bless you all.
Hello everyone and welcome again to my wife's YouTube channel, My Foreignoy Husband, which is me. Okay, so first off, start out with Shoutout Kang Kuya Jong TV, Pong YouTube channel, Gents Peer channel, Hard Shooter, Stella GM, Simply Mitts, Renel Santos, Kenneth James, Mr. Keeley Design, Keeley Design, Ajo TV, Gabia's Adventure, Matthew's Adventure, Suki Lin Jung, Hazel Rose Dorado, Prince CJ Channel, Gel Vlog. That's it. So, salamat. Thank you guys for all your efforts and support. God bless you. Amping kanonay ayaw mo tanan diha. So,
Perfect.
Mag-apag-antos kinabuhi imong ipasan langgan ako sa kahugawan imong gihinduan kinabuhi ko karon
Nahugasan sa hamiling mong dugo. Walay sama kanimo kagamhanan. Walay arang.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Business Made Easy. And today I'm looking at a very important aspect of setting up and running a business, and that is marketing. Every business has to market their business, and we're looking today at something called the 4 Ps. It's very well known inside business, the 4 Ps, otherwise known as the marketing mix. So the 4 Ps. It's an introduction to marketing. If you've never run a business before, the 4 Ps are something that you really need to know about. So here we go. So the 4 Ps are a combination of 4 different Ps involved in marketing. So it's easy to remember. And the marketing mix is that you will mix these different 4 Ps up in different ways within your marketing campaign. So the first one of the 4 Ps is price. Then we have place. Then we have product. And finally, promotion. So price, place, product, promotion, the 4 Ps. Okay, so neither one in your marketing mix is more important. They're all very important. However, they support each other. So each part you will see as we go on will support each other. By using all of the 4 Ps, a company can promote its brand and also hopefully promote its USP. What do we mean by USP? USP means unique selling point. Every company needs to have some sort of unique selling point. Doesn't matter what your business is. You need a USP, something that is going to make the customer come to you rather than go to someone else. Okay, now that could be something very simple, like your own personality could be your USP. But you need to have one. You've got to have one. There's a famous story about a man in a lift, and he's given 1 minute whilst the lift goes up or goes down to sell his company. And that needs to be the USP, the unique selling point of the company. So let's look at the 4 Ps: product, price, place, and promotion. First of all, we start off with product. Well, product, clearly that's what you're selling. So your product needs to be unique in some way. One of the best ways of starting a business is to look for a gap in the market. One way of achieving that is by finding something that we call a niche market. So how could I explain that? You look at the larger market, let's say clothing, and then you reduce that. So let's say halve it, boys, girls. So we'll take boys, and then you reduce it again. So we'll take the age group down to children. So now we've got children's boys' clothes, and then you reduce it again. So we're going to talk about t-shirts. So we start selling t-shirts. That's our niche market. How does that work? You go into a big store, they sell t-shirts, but your store only sells t-shirts. So that if someone wants a special t-shirt, they'll come to your store. That's really sort of how niche marketing works. So your product is very important. Getting your product right, very, very important, and something you need to make sure you do well. So the product also includes the packaging, how that product is presented. Sometimes you can go into a store and some packaging just shouts out at you, and so you buy that product for the packaging. So packaging, very important. Presentation, very important. Product, very important. Next we come on to price. So how are you going to price your product? There are many different price strategies that you can use. But if you're introducing a new product, one of the strategies that you might use would be penetration pricing. So what does penetration pricing mean? And we'll talk about pricing at another day, so I can go into more detail with pricing. But penetration pricing is pricing your product much lower than the competitors. So let's imagine you'd invented a new cola and you wanted to sell your cola in the local store. Well, they've already got Pepsi Cola, they've already got Coca-Cola. Why are they going to buy your cola? So Pepsi Cola, Coca-Cola is, let's say it's 50 pence for a can, 50 English pence for a can. So you price yours at 25 pence for a can. Someone comes in to the store, they're looking for cola, they see the brands that they usually buy, and then they see your brand half the price. So that may encourage them to buy yours. It may be that you're losing money, but penetration pricing is to get into a market where there's already lots of competitors, lots of products in that market. So you might need penetration pricing just to get in. And then after people have tried your cola and they like it, then you can increase the price. Not as much as Pepsi Cola or Coca-Cola, of course, because they're very good, well-known brands. And if you were the same price of them, no one's going to buy your brand. So, sorry, just get that slide back up. So, pricing, very important. Penetration pricing to get into a market. And then maybe you would use something called psychological pricing. So Pepsi's 50, yours is 49. It's 50, but it's just a little bit under psychologically to make people buy yours. That's called psychological pricing. There's lots of other different pricings that we can look at another stage. So the next thing is the place. Where are you going to sell your product? Are you going to sell it in a store? Are you going to sell it on a market? Are you going to sell it online? So the place that you choose to sell your product is very important. You need to make sure that you're in a place where people will see your product, a place which will encourage people to buy. If you put a website up online, then you might have a beautiful website, but maybe no one's going to find it. And certainly if they Google search, they're unlikely to come across your product. There'll probably be many other products that they'll find before they come to yours. So finding the right place is very important. It might be that you choose a shop, but the shop is very expensive to rent. Well, that means you've got to make a lot of money before you can make any profit. And that may be not good. So the place is very important in this mix. Finally, promotion. So how are you going to promote your product? Are you going to advertise? I mean, most people couldn't afford to advertise on TV. That's very expensive. But there may be other ways that you can advertise. Maybe on social media you'll advertise. So Facebook or something like that, where you can very cheaply or even for free, sometimes you can advertise your products. So promotion is a vital way of getting your product to the customer. The customer needs to see what you're selling, don't they? So the 4 P's are all vitally important in the process of selling your product, whatever your product is. The product is important. It's got to be good. It's got to be right. People have got to want your product. But that's not enough. Just because you have a product that is good, that's not enough. It's got to be priced at the right price to encourage people to buy it. It needs to be seen in the right place. And you've got to be able to promote it so that people will know about your product. You have a good product, it may be wonderful, but if no one knows about it, then no one's going to see it, no one's going to buy it. So 4 P's, very important. And we call it the marketing mix because we have to mix the 4 P's together. On their own, there is not enough. You have a mix of the 4, and sometimes one part is more important than another. But the marketing mix goes together as one. So why do we develop a marketing mix? Why is it important? Well, it supports building your brand. So even for a small company, it's still important to build your brand, to get your name known. It may be even a YouTube channel like My Foreign Husband. That could be the brand that you're building. Or when you first start off, no one knows about it. But as you build the brand, you get people to know about it, to like your brand, so that when you introduce something new, and that's probably a good example with a channel, when you bring out a new video, when you bring out a new flavor of drink, people know your brand. If Pepsi or Coca-Cola bring out another drink, you know the brand, so you trust the brand. It's a brand that you want to go to. So using the marketing mix, you develop your brand. And secondly, you're satisfying the needs and aspirations of your target group of customers. You've got to have a target group of customers. You've got to know who you want to reach. And by putting a good marketing mix together, you are aiming at the customers that you want to reach. That's why here, place would be very important. If you were wanting to reach young people, then a good Facebook page or somewhere where young people often go, maybe TikTok or something, would be the place to advertise your product so that you're reaching the people that you want and targeting the customers you want to reach. Okay, so the 4Ps, the marketing mix, so you can remember them. Doesn't matter what order: product, price, place, and promotion. Each one begins with P, the 4Ps. And any business that is setting up, any startup business, must use the 4Ps to be successful. And sometimes you might be using it without realizing it. The 4Ps are vital for a new business startup or for a new product startup. So that's it. It's quite simple concept. The marketing mix, very well-known concept in business, and one that you would use practically in business, and also in any business exams will look at the marketing mix. They'll need you to know it. So it's an important one to know. So I hope that helps. I hope that's made the marketing mix very simple. And I hope you enjoyed it. Come along next time for my next episode, where I'll be teaching you something else about business. Bye-bye.